Hi and welcome, Scorpio. This is Kat's Real Life Mystic Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading for November 2019. And it's interesting, I am having a real hard time getting a grip of your energy. I had a video, but I feel like it was a little bit mixed with another signs video, and it just wasn't clear. So I had to redo. This is my redo, and it's having a hard time getting it to come through for me very clearly. Anyways, I'm going to go forward with it. I had a meditation for you, and the meditation was you were walking into the forest and came to a clearing that was uh, like just kind of a very smooth dirt space with rocks all around in a circle. And you went into the center of the circle and you knelt down, and someone came to you, a spiritual being came to you, and they put a crown of daisies, small little like wild daisies, onto your head. And the being spoke to you and said that you are sacred. And when they said you, they really meant your soul. Your soul is sacred, not the you that we use every day, like you as a body, person, human. It was more spiritual, like that you are sacred. Just a reminder. So, it doesn't need an interpretation. There it is, just a message from spirit. Then I pulled a card for you and I got the Chariot. So things are moving forward for you um, rapidly. For probably all of you, moving forward rapidly. I think I might be having trouble with the reading because I think there's different things going on with you guys. And I'm getting different energies. Like, and let's see what this says. And a little bit of Five of Cups energy. So let's see what's happening. I went to my old deck to see how that would work. This is my GILL tarot. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. I got the Five of Cups. It's kind of funny. All right. So, just right off the bat, in your second house, I have Justice in reverse, balancing of karma. This is in your house of values, and you don't feel like that karma has balanced the situation yet, that something is not being taken care of. Karma always rights itself. There's never a need to, get involved in anything like that. But it's a feeling of unfairness that you have a little bit. In your fourth house, you are very well aware. You have some high priestess energy, which is intuition. Your intuition, when is very, very good, when it's not mixed with any strong emotional feelings. It's very difficult. For instance, as a reader, I can't really read for myself. I have to go to another reader because I have my desires, and I'll try to make it, come out how I want if I do a reading for myself. So, your intuition is excellent, but beware if you have that too, is where you have strong desires for an outcome. But you know, I always say listen to your intuition, um, especially just like monitor it that it's in an objective. You're at a more objective moment. You also have an awakening, and you have a calling in your sixth house. I think we've said that before, but this calling is really coming forward of some work that you need to be doing, some work that your spirit wants you to do. Um, and then in your 10th house, you have Nine of Wands in reverse. So I'm feeling like you have not really drawn the line yet in terms of going forward with this calling, but that time is coming. This is called preparation in reverse. So you may be involved in some type of preparation to go forward with this special service that you want to provide, this new job. So there might be a time spent in preparing for that. Okay, so let's clarify, and I'll use the DALI deck, and let's see what's going on. I see in your first house that you're healing from a disappointment. Five of Cups in reverse. It's better when it's in reverse, and this popped out. So I mean, dealing with negative thinking, the Nine of Swords, dealing with negative thinking in terms of just self-doubt or being overly concerned because previous situations didn't work out well. You're getting over that. You're just tired of it, and you're moving forward. So the first house, and it confirms that. The clarification shows me Queen of Coins, which means you're getting into a healthy place and you're taking care of yourself. So you're starting to think about taking care of your body, taking care of your finances. Things like that are happening. Justice, the card that we said where you felt like karma was not being served. I think you feel that something was stolen from you, like that your youth was stolen by this person, that they stole your innocence, they stole your, youth and abundance. It's all coming back to you and better in time. You're healing right now. You're still in the healing period, and you don't need to worry about this other person, this injustice. Third, fourth. I have my cards mixed up. Some of them are going one way and some are going the other. So I'm having interesting. Okay, that's better. All right, so just real quickly, something that's happening underneath the surface that you're not aware of is completion, and you're waiting. So you've completed a cycle, completing a cycle of karma. It's very close to being done. The Hanged Man in reverse means you're not going to have to wait long for that completion, and this is something that's going on. It doesn't need your consciousness for it to happen. Basically, your karma is being paid, so you're in a really good place, and that's something that's happening underneath the surface. You don't even have to address it. A little bit of something that's going on in your mind. We have a new start. You're thinking about a possible new idea, or you will have, because both of these are showing up in reverse. So in November, somewhere during it, you will have the desire for a new start, the desire to express yourself, to show where you've been, where you've come from, and who you are now. And there's a need, there's an itch in you that really wants to express that. You really want to express yourself and what you've been through in a way. Maybe share that. You might be able to share that with others, share your wisdom with others. There's something, because the third house is what's going on with you mentally and also communication. So you may have an opportunity to speak, maybe in front of a group, or maybe even just on social media. There might be something that you can do with that. But there is this impetus that you have, some little seed that wants to grow in terms of expressing yourself and your strength and what's happened. Okay, so we're talking about in your fourth house, this is your intuition, and your intuition being accurate, generally speaking, almost always, but except when you're very emotional and you have strong desires. In your home, there's been a change, and it's been hard for you to see it for what it is. It is what it is. Although the death card did not come in reverse, and that's usually when you're in denial of the change. You're not in denial, but trying to sort through your feelings, your intuitions about your future or what to do or what's going on and what had happened. All of those, you're getting a mixed bag of emotional and intuition. So be sure to check in. You can check in with others, about your intuitions and see if they feel the same way. That's not always accurate either, but just, you're very sensitive right now. So that's what's happening. In your fifth house, we're going to the relationships. And it looks like there may have been a new start. There may have been, but there was a lot of fighting. Maybe this person's argumentative. Maybe they're defensive or not nice or kind of rude in what they say, like their opinions and that. It's a new start and it feels still kind of enticing in a way because you have the Ace of Wands there. So, I mean, there's something attractive about this person, but yeah, you're not sure. Now, this is an air sign. This is Prince of Swords. So, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I would go more with a Gemini or Aquarius. Libras are usually quite agreeable, usually, unless they have other, other aspects in their chart. But in any case, yeah, this new start, you have questions about it. Let me ask a card. So what should Scorpio think about this new start, this person? What is Scorpio feeling? What should Scorpio really do about this person? It says use your will. Yeah, I think that just means don't, call them out on the stuff they're saying. Continue to call them out. They might be showing off in some way or being awkward, because it's relatively looks like it's a new relationship. So, yeah, just power through it. Give them a piece of your mind. See if they can, chill as time goes by. In your seventh house, you're moving into a better place. So this is your commitment house, and you move from a difficult place to a place that's better. That's the Six of Swords. And the Two of Swords is peace. So really not making any choices yet about anybody in terms of commitment. This is something that will happen in time. But it does look like you have this air energy in your fifth house. And it could be interesting, actually. It's saying to just be straight with this person. And what is the future possibilities with this person for Scorpio? Anything that we can speak of? Is there any advice or? So I'm getting the card of boundaries. So I lost my video. Sorry, guys. Anyways, the boundaries. Yeah, maintaining your boundaries. So maintaining your boundaries and speaking up, putting this person to the test. I think it might, there might be potential there. Now, into your workhouse, I have this awakening. We were talking about a calling, something you really wanted to start on, and you're preparing, hasn't happened. It looks like there's saving money to do this. There's a need for preparation financial to move. So this might be something you're doing independently. I feel like this is something you're doing possibly like maybe it's charitable, maybe that it requires an investment, maybe there's something in that realm, but you do need to save a little bit of money for that. And if I go to the 10th house where we're preparing, I also have the Page of Wands in reverse, which means I think that the message hasn't come yet that you're ready to go or start this thing. So let me get another card for this career. The preparation is causing a delay. What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about this 10th house career for Scorpio? What else can be said about it? Okay. So I have the hot moon extremes. Interestingly, on the last video I did that I had to remove, you had this in the 7th house. So it was a hot relationship. So I think for some of you, there is a hot relationship For some others of you, and I mean, like, it's a very chemistry based, like you guys just can't keep your hands off each other sort of relationship for some of you. And then for others of you, I feel that there may be maybe enticements to stay here. And it might be another person, but it also could be kind of financial enticements as well, or offers. So some kind of offers that are hard to resist, and it's really rather exciting. So, um, and let me just check out your eighth house real quick. Things are not moving, and Page of Coins. So, yeah. So, I think there's a slowdown. There's a little bit of something that's holding you back. What is holding back Scorpio? What is holding? Is it a person that's holding them back? What is holding back Scorpio? Surrender. And also, it's scary to surrender to this new thing. It's scary to give up what you know for this new thing. So, yeah, and that can be a person, that can be a new career. So there's something you're working through. And what advice? Let's see, what advice would you give? And it does, you did have the Chariot card, so it looks like it wants you to move forward. It looks like Spirit wants you to keep going. Let me use a different card deck just for giggles. Let's see. Um, what what advice would you give Scorpio about this new job, this new future? Ah, okay, partnerships. So if you do go, you are leaving somebody behind that's kind of a hot relationship, or you're leaving behind really an enticing offer. But the relationship thing is looking kind of strong here. So yeah, that's something to think about. But you are being called, and if that person's the right person for you, they'll still be here when you come back. If whatever's meant to be is meant to be. I do feel like that there's movement forward, and if it's going to stop you from moving forward, that is not the way to go. There is a new adventure. There's a new. It's a calling from Spirit. In your social realm, there's a cup energy. This is I don't know, Cancer, Pisces. It's my other cup sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm so sorry. Prince of Cups. So there's somebody that also is kind of wanting to deceive you or get your attention, that wants to have some involvement with you in your social, and they're contacting you by social media. So there's somebody like that also. So there's some temptations. Now, what advice would you give Scorpio? What advice would you give Scorpio romantically? So, three of Wands in reverse. So taking your time because you're not quite prepared to go. What advice would you give Scorpio for the career? And I've got two cards. Six of Cups and Hermit. Okay, so Six of Cups and Hermit. So it's asking you, okay, so remember you said, in your values, you feel like someone stole your youth. And you want to bring back that vitality, that innocence, that love of life. For the career, yes, you're going to be alone, but you're going to have a lot of realization, and you're going to come back into yourself and who you are. So this might be a temporary thing. It might be something that takes a lot of your time and maybe away from somebody, but it's going to ultimately benefit you. And really, it's about you right now, Scorpio. So that's your reading for November. I hope that this reaches and resonates with the majority of you. I feel like I have kind of differing groups going on in this birthday month for you. But enjoy Halloween, enjoy Thanksgiving, and be good. I think everything's going to be good for you. So take care, Scorpio. I'll see you next month.